Mic lock.
Hi guys, and welcome to another, Creative Thoughts. And the reason why I'm doing this video, it's going to be quite long, it's going to be lengthy, and it's going to be done like a newsletter, so do bear with me. I haven't scripted this one, but there's a few things that we want to address, which is MindMob, the changes, everything like that. So first I'm going to do stuff for customers, I'm going to do stuff for staff, and we're going to talk about social distancing, the new way the office will work, and all that good stuff. So first of all, welcome back. Our company's been open. Well, our company is sort of, it hasn't been closed. We've actually worked through the COVID-19 thing, which we shouldn't be talking about, through lockdown. We had a review meeting, I think was it a few weeks ago. Now, I think it was towards the end of this, no, it was beginning of this month. Doesn't seem so long ago, but when we had our company review report, we looked into a lot of things, but unfortunately, the review report's being rewritten. And there's a lot more negatives than positives in it, unfortunately. One of the negatives was, I had to sack one of my colleagues, which you'll hear about in another video, in another vlog, and stuff, because I don't want to go on and rabbit on about certain things that are happening, but a lot's happening, so I'll discuss this in another video. And there's been just a lot of drama that's happened that surrounds that. Also, we're not trading under MindMob anymore. In 3 weeks, we'll be a different company, and we will no longer be a web design company. However, those of you who are saying, Stephen, what are you doing with the web designers? We're keeping them because they can still be web designers if they wish to be. We're not having any web developers anymore, even though we are developing our own website. That's kind of different. We're going to talk about that in another video too, but we're keeping 2 web developers, a couple of coders on board. But the thing is, right, I heard a conversation in the Emporium today, when I was hanging around there and I was having my Dr. Pepper drink in there, and I was just chilling in there. And oh yeah, there's another announcement as well. So anyway, so the thing that I want to talk about is what's happening for your customers. So basically, we can't allow the public into our office anymore, unfortunately. It's all telephone consultations, which is good because we can phone customers whenever we like. You can phone us whenever. Basically, it's, yeah. Also, we work flexi time now, so it's 9 till 12, but literally the office would just be a phone number for customers. The desktop machine, which we're keeping until anything happens to that office. However, as you know, I've got my VTech machine, which I'm using for MindMob and the building company. That I'm going to talk about as well in another video. I've also got my iPad, which I'll be using for both companies too. I've got this iPhone, which I use for everything. And I have another phone, which I use just for specific things. I've also got another phone, which I use as well. And then I've got a few toy phones, which I use for different things. And I'll talk about that in a different video. What phones I use for different videos. As a pretend and play vlog, which there's going to be playlists of those, which is happening. Even though this is a pretend company, this is kind of a serious video because a lot of people have been asking, when you open, how's the social distancing happening? Well, because our landlord is elderly. Now, I'm going to say this now. You're all going to hate me for it. I am a non-believer with this whole thing. I am a non-believer. Right?
The time is 9:49 p.m.
So, because I'm a non-believer, I stress that. However, we have to sing to the dance. We have to dance to the tune that people are playing, and that is this whole thing. People are scared, but that's not that. It's not the case of that. It's our landlord is elderly. We need to protect our landlord. All this kind of thing. There's been rules in place, and one of the main rules, which I don't like, is we have to social distance. Now, our office can take 2 members of staff. Well, it can take 4 members of staff if there's a meeting, but really 2 members of staff at the most. But unfortunately, when it comes to customers, we don't know half those customers. Those customers, of course, we're also thinking about your safety too. And a lot of people will be frightened to the bone, frightened to death. And of course, we understand that. So to reassure people that are frightened to death, we're doing telephone consultations, which means you can phone the office and we can get to work, and we can even do video conferences, so you can see all the stuff that's happening and stuff like that. Now, getting back to the customers, and then we'll talk about staff. So just a few things. A lot of front of house stuff. We're doing phone consultations. We're doing a lot of emails. We're doing help desk. We're doing tech desk. I've just remembered I need to call somebody tomorrow morning. We're doing lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of work. Right, so with that said, this this company now is steering a lot of communities and stuff, or has been doing. And so, because we care about our customers so much, we'll make sure that we work to our best, the best authority, whatever that may be. Right now, just one more thing before I come to staff. I do want to talk about the closure and the reopening. So we are going to be closed for 4 weeks. The company's going to be closed for 4 weeks, and then it'll reopen, because we're reopening as an advertisement agency. The web design stuff, we're referring customers over to other companies. However, there are certain companies that you will be on our books for advertisements. So Gosbeck Brewery is one of those examples, and they're still going to pay us to do advertisements. XCOM, I don't know, because there's other things that are happening with XCOM, and we don't want to discuss that right now. So now we've covered the customers, let's talk about the staff, because the staff are watching this too and are wondering what's going to happen. Why are we only invited to certain meetings? First of all, the office should be a place of communication, a place you come to if you need assistance, right? So, for example, I'm there on a Friday and Saturday still, but I work from here. Well, my actual office is from home anyways, if people don't know, and people should be coming to that, really. But anyways, people should be phoning me up from there. But still, like, I only work 3 days for MindMob, because, like, I work 1 day on tech and 2 days on, and well, it will be 2 days on project planning and well, not project planning, project planning, and all that really good stuff that happens when you do a project. And because I do all the making the list of the projects for the project manager, so when he comes in, he knows exactly what he's doing. If he needs to sort of, when we need to work on contracts and stuff like that, which is usually a big, hefty job. You write contracts and stuff, and there are still contracts that we need to work on. And so it's like, what contracts can we take outside of the company that we can still work on and hand over to those companies? It may be that I work on those contracts with those clients because I really like what they do and really want to carry on supporting what they do. So we have, like I said, we could fit up to about 4 or 5 people in our office at the most. Safely, it should be 3 or 4 people. We are going to have a board of directors meeting every once a month, so people can get on target and they'll know exactly what they need to do. And those meetings will be they'll be available for people to look at that are within the company. We've closed a lot of things down, so all of the things that was community driven are staying community driven. The Facebook page is getting deleted in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, so there'll be no MindMob Facebook page. The YouTube channel is not changing; it's staying as MindMob, because of other things. And actually, I do need to discuss YouTube, but not in this video.
The time is 9:56 p.m.
So there are other things that we need to disclose. So staff will still be able to work from home. They'll be able to go at home and work on their projects. We'll have 2 or 3 staff in the office at the most, but most of the time it'll be staff on the phone. And if they need something, we'll leave it on the desk so they can come in and get all the stuff. Now, because of COVID and a lot of people kind of being more panicky, so because it's more of a panic thing, we're also going to have a thing where people can basically we're having a thing where people, if they need something, they get it on an email, whatever. We're trying to go paperless. We use the board and we take pictures of it, and we still do that. Which in the next few weeks, I need to get it ready for a meeting and a project at the same time. And there's so many things in the project book I need to fill out and get things done. It's like getting a huge list. What do I need to do? How do I need to do it? What order do I need to do it? And so on and so on. Now, so yeah, the staff can work from home. We do telephone consultations. There'll be, I can ring the staff every day. And the office is going to work differently. If it's urgent, it used to be if it was urgent, there would be somebody at the office. Nowadays, I think if it's going to be urgent, email somebody and make sure, DM somebody, get somebody like go through Band, which we have set up, DM them through that or DM them through whatever, but just make sure that people are notified, because it might be to the point where, for example, let's say we're on holiday and I can't get into the office that Friday or Saturday when I'm supposed to be in there, when people need me to be in there and I need to be in there. Well, if it's urgent, people leave messages in my mailbox, and then I'll look at my mailbox, and then as soon as I get to my desk, I'll go, oh, I know exactly what I need to do from there, and as soon as I get to my desk, I'll go, right, well, this needs doing, that needs doing. At the moment, we've all been looking at the Outlook, which, again, that's changing, because we're going to be doing, the project books will be PDF files that we send to each other, and we have a project list, and when what we do is, we'll kind of know before we get into the office. Like, I'll look the night before, what do I need to do on my list for tomorrow? Right, well, I need to look at this email, I need to get this customer email back. And as soon as I look at that, I can go, right, okay, so that needs adding. And when I get into the office, I can look at it electronically, and before I tick everything off, before I tick all the boxes, I can do all those jobs that need doing. And then once they're done, I can tick all the boxes off. Because there's so many things, like, and also looking at certain companies and what we need to do for them also. So in the next couple of weeks, we need to sell the MindMob name. And we are going to sell that at the Cambridge Walks again. We won't be selling it in the Make It workshop. We'll be selling it. We'll give everybody, probably, we won't sell it. We might sell it from the outside of the tap and bottles. So we'll do that. We'll hold that event and we'll host it and everything. And then we will sell the name MindMob and everything, and hopefully we will sell that name for, I think last time we sold it for £3. This time we're selling it for a little higher. At £12 we're selling it, because we're just going to sell it from there, and hopefully we're going to get some people in to buy the name. And whoever buys the name, we're going to auction it like we did last time. So auction the name off. Last time when we went to the Make It workshop, we did the design and someone bought it. Then we got the name back. This time we're actually trading the name MindMob. So whoever wants the name, we sell them. We're just selling a name to somebody because we no longer want the name. I'm wondering if we'll be able to sell the Facebook page. So I don't know, but this is all the things that I need to research for the next 4 weeks, because the page will be going. I'll no longer be administrator of it. And in the next few weeks will be something else. And will be even better than what we've been doing. So, lots of advertising that has to be done.
Time is 10:03 p.m.
Mail 573 on boss app switcher.
Back into here.
Boss mic trigger. Mic lock button is on. Mic lock.